Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I have been wanting to test these samples out, and I did have a few comments from you guys asking me to do a video with this. So I have been doing sample with me videos where I test 4 sample sizes of a perfume and give you guys my thoughts. So today I'm going to be sampling some perfumes from the Sephora perfume sampler set. So there are so many perfumes in this set. Now I am only going to choose 4 at a time, so I will break this down into different parts and then we will see which one is the one that I am going to choose to get a full size of at the end. I'm gonna have to do like 4 or 5 videos for me to finish, but it's gonna be fun because we get to try different fragrances and I cannot wait. So if you are interested in sampling some fragrances with me, just keep on watching. So I still haven't opened my sampler, and I know that some of you guys wanted to hear my thoughts, see which one I ended up picking. So I'm just going to turn it into videos and we're going to sniff some perfumes together. I have my little tester strips here, so we are going to do 4 of them. In case you have never seen this set retails for $98. If you are a beauty insider, the Sephora savings event is happening right now and you do get a discount depending on the tier of beauty insider that you are in, but you could get this even cheaper. It comes with a cute little bag that you can use to travel, and then it just brings a bunch of samples inside. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm just going to pick the first one. So the first one's going to be, ooh, that is not fun. Okay, I will take it. So I have been struggling with Black Opium Le Parfum because it's just hot here. It is dry here, but I picked out the original Black Opium. So let's see how I feel about that today. So I guess it's gonna be the first one. Let me get the second one. Jo Malone English Pear and Free-Gel. These are perfumes that I have smelled before, but since I have moved, I like to see what is smelling good, what's not smelling good, what smells different, what doesn't smell different. Next up, we are going to be trying out, ooh, Tom Ford Cafe Rose. Do not lose this voucher because this is how you're going to get the full size for free after you choose one. So you have to either take this to the store or use it online. I usually just do it online. All right, and last one. Oh, I wanted to see if this one smelled good. This is Paco Rabanne and this is Million Gold. All right, so we have our 4 perfumes that we are going to be trying out today from the perfume sampler. And we're going to do the same exact thing again. Even though I have smelled 2 out of the 4, I'm not going to look up the notes. I'm not going to read up on it or anything because I want to see what I'm getting from the perfumes just with my nose. So let's start off with Black Opium because it's kind of like the one that I'm the most familiar with. I know that this has white florals. I know that there's coffee in here. I know that there's orange blossom. I believe there's patchouli. But this is the original one. I haven't had the original one in a minute. Yeah, this is one that I just don't see myself wearing here because it just comes off a little bit sharp and screechy right now. But I am getting the coffee, and white florals are pretty strong in the original. And I'm getting like a very sweet, I'm gonna spray it on my hand, a very sweet scent along with the coffee, which grounds it out. It smells classy, it smells feminine. And every time I smell Black Opium, I feel like it's something that I would wear in the evening. I have literally been like so lost. I literally can just consider myself a newbie again in the fragrance world because my nose is just like, what the heck is going on? I'm in shock, guys. I'm in shock. I have never smelled Black Opium in this way. It's even reminding me a little bit like my nose right now. It's almost thinking of Scandal by not Scandal. Yeah, Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier that I had a few years ago when I started my channel. I don't know if this is something that I would say like, oh my god, I need a bottle of this, but it's definitely actually smelling better than the Le Parfum right now. So I don't know. I feel like, do I smell like a declutter coming? Because I feel like a lot of things just don't work for me here. Black Opium, I'm gonna give it right now, smelling it here, because I've smelled this perfume a million times. My mom used to wear this when I lived at her house. It was one of the perfumes that I remember her wearing. So Black Opium, main accords, vanilla, coffee, sweet, white floral, warm spicy, soft spicy, woody, fruity, balsamic, and powdery. This is beautiful now. I don't see myself using up a whole bottle because it's not a sun DNA that I'm always going for, but it's way more pleasant than before. So the top notes, we have pear, pink pepper, and orange blossom. I'm really picking up on the pear and the orange blossom. It smells beautiful. In the mid, there is coffee, jasmine, jasmine, bitter almond, and licorice. And then in the base, there's vanilla, patchouli, cashmere wood, and cedar. So I'm going to give Black Opium right now a 7 out of 10. Like, I wouldn't be mad if I had to go out with something like this, but I would wear this literally like to go out somewhere. I don't see myself reaching for this like on a regular basis. So up next, we're gonna do Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. I have not smelled this one in so long. I usually, when I used to go to Sephora a lot in Puerto Rico, I would just sniff all the perfumes. And here, I've been lazy. I want to start going back to the store and actually like smell perfumes. So let's take a whiff of Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. Immediately very fresh, very crisp, clean, sparkling, bright. Is there like a citrus in here or something refreshing? The pear is kind of like dewy, but I can't really sit here and like pull up certain notes like I'm trying to. It's something in here also smells kind of green. It smells really nice and fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on my skin. I don't even remember how I felt about this one, if it was good or not. I think I didn't like this one. I don't know. Yeah, this one has something about it that I don't like. Yeah, something kind of turns, I'm not gonna say sour because it's not sour, but just weird. I don't think this agrees with my skin chemistry. It just doesn't smell. Is there something peppery in here or something? It's so weird. It's like a fresh, crisp scent, but then I'm getting something that kind of, let me look it up. Okay, Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. Main accords are floral, fruity, rose, sweet, aquatic, musky, fresh, patchouli, green, and powdery. So maybe the patchouli is what I'm picking up, that I said something was like peppery or something. It has to be the patchouli. So the top notes, you have pear and melon. Yes, that is what's giving me. I understand now. Freesia and rose, and then in the base you have musk, patchouli, rhubarb, and amber. That is why I said that there was something sour. This was a no for me. It's definitely not the one that I'm gonna choose for me as the full size. It just doesn't make me feel anything. It's just like, okay, I wouldn't be excited to wear this. So I'll give this one like a 4 out of 10. It's not disgusting, it's not horrible, but it's just not my style. So let's move on to Paco Rabanne Million Gold for her. I had to put the paper down real quick because I think it shows the note. So let's go ahead and let's see what this one's all about. Usually Paco Rabanne is like typical like white floral mess for me and too much, too screechy. Wow. Okay, first off, this is making me think of hanging your clothes on the clothesline on a very summer sunny day. You know when you wash clothes and instead of drying it in the dryer, you actually let it hang dry, and like that smell of laundry is fresh. That is what I smell here. Like this is like dryer, not, see, I don't want to make it sound horrible. It's almost like dryer sheets, but with a perfumey feminine touch to it. But it's very clean, very, very bright. I think it's even brighter than the English Pear and Freesia. Let me put it on my skin. It's not a straight away no. There's something about it that's really pretty, really feminine, but very clean and sparkly clean, like fresh clean at the same time. That is so different. That smells really good in a very unique way. I feel like, yes, there are perfumes that smell like this, but this is not smelling like every single other perfume that I've smelled. There's something really nice about this one. I don't know what that is. Oh my god, it smells very chic. On the skin, I'm not getting as much of that dryer sheet vibe. It's turning more into like dainty, chic, glam. And again, I know that there's florals in here. There has to be white florals or some type of floral in here, along with something that's adding freshness to this. I gotta look up the notes. Maybe some vanilla, but I'm not too sure. I think if anything, I pick up more floral. Main accords, we have sweet vanilla, yellow floral, white floral. You know what? I said white floral, and for some reason I wanted to say something syrupy, but it's not syrupy. It's like a buttery yellow floral. You know that buttery feeling that those florals have in perfume, if you've ever smelled them? That's definitely in there. It has to be like ylang ylang maybe? So white floral, musky, fruity, powdery, woody, floral, and aquatic. Yes, there's ylang ylang. Okay, so top notes: pear, rose, and lavender. That is probably what was giving it like, because I said there was something kind of like bright in it. And then middle notes, it's ylang ylang and jasmine. So there's the white floral, there's the yellow floral, and then the base is vanilla, musk, and moss. So they didn't add the famous patchouli to the base of this one, and I am thanking them. The moss in here gives it just enough like depth for the base, but it makes it soft and wearable and not dirty like some patchoulis can get. Or you know when they add like the same exact base to all perfumes and you're just like, really? This was giving me something different. Very nice. It's not like love at first sniff because it is more of a perfumey perfume, and you know that I'm not obsessed with those types of perfumes, but I will give it like a 8.5 out of 10. Very nice. I do want to wear it some more. And then now Tom Ford Cafe Rose. I'm a little scared because I'm not a Tom Ford girl. The only Tom Ford that I love is Soleil Blanc, which I ended up getting rid of just because I wore that one so much. And also the Soleil Blanc, like the EDT version, I want that one back because that one was more like cologne like. I missed that one. But Cafe Rose sounds like it's going to be intense. So let's see what we think about this one. I'm betting that it's not gonna be for me, but you never know. Yeah. Definitely smells like a niche perfume. Amber or something in here, amber or benzoin or some resinous something. Coffee, bitter, spicy. This is just not my type of perfume. I don't even know if I want to put that on my skin, but it wouldn't be fair, right? It wouldn't be fair. So I'm gonna do a little tiny, it just smells very mature to me. If there is an amber in here, because this is the exact scent in niche perfumes that I cannot stand. In my mind, it's like, this is supposed to make me feel cute or sexy, because it does not. This makes me feel like I'm about to die. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just too much. I don't know. It's the way my nose perceives it. It is just not, and that is just not a nice scent for me. Definitely the worst one out of all of them. So, Cafe Rose. Main accords, we have rose, warm spicy, woody, patchouli, aromatic, amber, balsamic, earthy. Coffee could be okay sometimes, but definitely I just did not like this perfume. So, here are the notes. Makes so much sense. Oh my god, I can't. Top notes: Turkish rose and coffee. That's beautiful, nothing wrong with that. Middle notes: Bulgarian rose, patchouli, cardamom, coriander, smelling like the Whole Foods, and ylang ylang. They threw a little bit of ylang ylang in there, but coriander. And then frankincense and sandalwood. Sandalwood, that's one of my most hated notes. No. 1 out of 10 because I'm being nice. Fourth place, Cafe Rose. The English Pan Freesia, it was just not for me, so that's going to be third place. Second place, we have Black Opium. Smelled very nice. And then first, I'm gonna give it to Million Gold. It's starting to turn into something that I don't want. I'm starting to pick up the jasmine a lot, so I think today I might just give it to Black Opium and forget about the rest, because now that I'm smelling the Paco Rabanne, opening was smelling beautiful, but my skin will always make sure that the jasmine comes through. So not for me either. So that's going to be it for today's sample with me. Today was not the best, so I'm guessing my full size bottle is not going to be any of these. So with that said, that is going to be it for today's video. I will be back for part 2 of my sampler. We'll see which one I end up keeping. Today was fun. Today was a bunch of no's. And with that said, let me know if any of the ones that I talked about today are your favorite. It's okay, even if they're not for me. I would love to hear how you wear it, why you like it. Perfume is just such a personal thing, so always remember that. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic. And if I was there,